As of recent, I have been meeting these types of people. So continue listening to this and you'll kind of find out who I'm unfolding as we continue the conversation. Now, thanks for taking the time today to prioritize your family as you get personalized tidbits and insights on how to really bring this union together, this unit stronger. Hey, if you're here, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome, welcome. I drop these regularly for you, for me, for us to level up together as a family. What I began to realize is we have development for everything. Career development, coach development, however, even mindset development, right? However, what are we lacking when it comes to our family units? There is this level of unity that's not there anymore. And these types of people are showing up where everybody wants to control the situation. Growing up as a kid, do you ever remember a time when your mom and dad made you do something you didn't want to do? Like your mom and dad forced you, made a decision for you, took action that you didn't really feel comfortable doing or didn't enjoy, right? How many of you guys were in gymnastics because your parents wanted you to be? How many of you played soccer because your parents wanted you to be? Versus wanting to make decisions for yourself. And this is the same theme that's happening across many different conversations. And people are just coming and sharing this information with me. So I thought, why not really highlight something that I see as a pattern for every single person who actually wants to bring forth a more united, harmonious, and healed family life. The first thing is, stop taking control of everything. Because you'll always be fighting for control and you won't really get it to the level that you want. In a marriage, don't really tell your wife what to wear. In a marriage, don't really expect your husband to know. Share these conversations with them. Tell them, hey, you know what? I really loved it when you wore that dress and the way that it highlights your eyes makes me so happy. Now, she's more likely to do it, but you're not controlling what she's wearing. You're dropping kind of your recommendation and then seeing whatever she decides. The same control is true for your husband. Ladies, they do not live inside of our minds. Thank God for that. They are not as emotionally intelligent as you. So sometimes we have to literally spell things out. Now, here is the challenge. Because you want things to be done your way, with your control, to your standard, the way you've been doing it, your marriage is crumbling and falling. Your husband wants to support you, but he doesn't know how to because whatever he does is not good enough. If you know what I'm talking about, I want you to share that with me. I want you to drop in the comments and say, Ambereen, you're making complete sense right now. And now we do the same thing when it comes to control with our children. I asked you, have you grown up at a time where your parents made the decisions for you and you didn't really enjoy what they wanted you to do? But you had no choice but to go ahead and do it. Here is the challenge I really want to encourage you to do today. It's okay to let your kids fail. When my 15-year-old son tries to play soccer and isn't the best, he isn't getting better as quickly as I want him to, he isn't putting in the time that I want him to, he's not getting the results that he wants to, I let him. I let him fail. I let him rise. I let him figure things out. I just ask him, how can I support you to do soccer a little bit better? What am I doing in this conversation? I'm letting go of all the control and letting them know if they need me, I'm here. Because as parents, we're supposed to be their guardian, not their helicopter, like always just around the premises. You know that you learned a lot more skill sets and got better by failing, falling, making mistakes. That's how we learn best as human beings. Now, when it comes to you, when it truly comes to you, you also lack control in one really important area. And that's the way that you talk to yourself. That's the stuff where, what are you highlighting in your mind? Are you focusing more on everything that's going wrong? Or are you focusing more on the things that you actually accomplished today? Here is your challenge for the week, folks. This week, every single day, I want you to write down one thing that you did great today. Just one thing. And for me, today it's going to be, you know what? You made some great content today. You kind of leverage a little bit of spontaneity and a little bit of structure to really provide a message to say, hey, you know what? Let go of some of that control. Because the more that you control your marriage, the more that you control your kids, the less that you control your mind, the more difficulty you're adding in your life. If you let go of that control in your marriage, you'll start to see it kind of bloom back. Like those dating years were so wonderful because you weren't controlling someone. When you can actually show up with presence to see that your kids are asking you for help and support, how cool is that? Let them fail. And when you can start to appreciate yourself and write 7 days of writing down one thing you did that was great, you can actually build a stronger individual. You can become your own champion. And the reason why it's so important is because nobody will see your greatness unless you start to see it too. People maybe come and tell you about your greatness, but until you learn to embrace it and accept it, nothing in your life will change. So, thanks for staying with me until this late. Thank you so very much for prioritizing your family. And if you are enjoying this content, remember to subscribe so that way when I drop these, you get them, you're notified. And remember, share this with somebody who you really feel can benefit from today's message. Until next time, tons of love and light coming your way. Bye.